This is Sneaker Gears. My name is Levi. Today I'm finally able to bring you the Reebok JJ1 or the JJ Watt signature shoe in a PowerGearz performance review. I am incredibly excited. It is always my goal to try to find the best shoe. So no matter what you're training at, there's always going to be a specific shoe that's going to help you. Whether it's plyometrics, whether it's sprinting, whether it's just quick feet, depending what sport you're in. Obviously there's different training you're going to do and different shoes will help you. So the worst thing you can do is actually just put whatever shoe you have in and just do whatever you're doing. And finding one shoe that does pretty much everything has been short of impossible. I can call out, everyone gets the Reebok Nanos as like an all-around training shoe. Those you can't run in. I'm sorry, I don't care what you're doing. Maybe short distances, even then they're not really meant for it. There's not much cushioning in there. And I would challenge you to put up a Nano against any running shoe. Even in Reebok's own line, they actually have really good running shoes. Same thing if you go to the Nike Free line. Awesome for training, but if you want to do heavy weights, they don't have the support or the stability. I bring you the JJ1. The only other shoe that even comes close to this is the $300 Under Armour Architect. This, my friends, is $100. If not 110. All right, I'll put a link. You guys can get it.
Saving.
You are not getting a better shoe, period. This is the best money spent. This is the best training shoe on the market. I cannot give it enough praise. People always ask me, what is the best training shoe? I want to start getting to the gym. Boom. All right, we'll get into the details real quick. Fit. It does fit true to size. It is wide foot friendly. I'm a 12. I got a 12. It is fantastic. Potentially, you could go down half a size if you have a slimmer foot, but it does have a nice wide toe box, which you can kind of see just from the outsole and the last. So for wide footers, you're good to go. Even if you're not a wide footer, you can kind of zoom in there. You have two straps coming here that really help lock down. And again, I always compare that to kind of your Jordan flight web system. So the tops don't have that, but that lockdown is right where you need it. So not only do you have a good fit, materials are, for the most part, really tough. You have a nice mesh that's still rugged. You have fuse overlays where you need it. For lateral stability, this really does hold you in. And then, I don't know if we can get a zoom in, you can see kind of that red behind it, support structure. And maybe more on this side. So that red is really holding you in. So you don't just have a mesh. You know, on the Nanos, you just have a flat material. So the lockdown on this is awesome. So your lateral movements are second to, goodness, really basketball shoes. So I've played with this on the court. It does surprisingly decent. So you can have your quick foot drills without needing cleats. If you're going to work on the turf or anything specific like that, you have the breathability. Working a way down through the support, you have a completely flat base. I don't know if you can see that. You are as stable as you're going to come. You can tell there's no real arch coming up anywhere in the front or the heel. The big thing that the Nikes have an issue with, they come up on the heel. So you lose a lot of stability. And they do that for running, which is fine. Where this is able to really help is you have that nice solid heel cup. You have that flat stability, you have that lockdown, so support is A1. Now, getting to the cushion, and where this really shines compared to any other training shoes, is they did actually say they have a heel plug. So this thing, the plug is a little more firm than maybe you would want. So you don't want to be heel striking in general, and when you're running at all. But that gives you an incredible amount of stability. So if you are doing squats, if you are doing deadlifts, if there's anything where you need that solid base, this is really giving it to you. You don't need a Nano. So, and there's nothing really from Nike short of their powerlifting Romaleos, which are really specific to one movement. Now this does have about an 8mm drop. So that's kind of how high your heel is sitting. So that's about average for a running shoe. A lot of your trainers are 3 to 4mm, so it's a little more level, if that makes sense. So having that heel a little higher promotes a little better for a squat, but at 8mm you're not feeling too much, so you're still very stable for a deadlift. And then going into a running, This uses what Reebok is calling their new liquid foam. So this has been an awesome compromise where you have a lot of stability, but it still gives. I'm a 240-pound guy, and this thing worked really well. There's a couple reviews out there, and honestly, both these guys are, well, $150, $160. I mean, the lighter you are, you don't need as much cushion. So the nanos are acceptable. So once you start putting weight, once you get to 200 pounds, you know, plus, you need the cushion. Running shoes obviously are ideal, but the fact that you can do pretty much anything in this shoe, whether it's running, lifting, cross training, going to the gym, walking around, they do have some better colorways. This one, I love it because it's almost like a USA colorway. This is the Texans home. And then even going down, that little accents of red, and I'll get to the traction with that. You can kind of see these nubs. These are just durable enough. I can definitely recommend for everyday wear, but these grab in all kinds of directions. So whether you're on turf, whether you're on a court, it kind of doesn't matter what surface you're on, you are getting traction. There's not too much I would add or change to this shoe. The only thing that this shoe wouldn't be good for is if you are a lighter person or you don't have as much mass and you feel there's too much cushioning. Not really a problem for most people. So even if you are, I would say get the most cushioning just because that's going to help your knees and your back later. The only other thing is maybe if you're a heel striker, you're maybe not going to appreciate that the heel is going to be a little bit more firm. And to that, I would say stop heel striking. Learn how to run properly. All right, that's going to hurt you in the future, and that's terrible for your body. I can't say enough good things. This shoe has been by far the best overall training shoe on the market at the best price. Reebok hit it out of the park. Under Armour is going to be coming with their rock shoe coming out. So that's going to be sick because they already have their Architect, which is maybe a little bit better, but not really. And honestly, for 3 times the price, it's not better. I'm going with this all day, and I almost want to get another colorway of it. So Reebok is owned by Adidas, so you may notice Adidas doesn't really have any training shoes. So the only other player in the market right now is Nike, and Nike training, which they started cross training, kind of sucks. So they really don't have anything that's going to take you across the gambit, short of you buying 2 or 3 pairs of shoes, which is kind of what they want. And again, for ideal performance, I understand. One shoe that does pretty much everything, that's the JJ1. Guys, thank you so much for watching the review. Give that video a thumbs up, share the video. If you guys have any questions in the comments, I'm going to start replying at least once or twice a week, so I will get back at you if you wanted to see this compared to other shoes. Like I said, doesn't matter what your training is, from deadlifting, squatting, heavy weights, light weights, running, cross training, you're going to have an awesome shoe in this. Guys, appreciate your support. Hit subscribe down below if you want more content coming. As always, we appreciate you.